right, Goosebumps live action show coming to Disney Plus. Now, as a child, I was a gigantic fan of Goosebumps. Had all the books. I even subscribed to their fan club. Of course, I watched the series on Fox Kids. These were anything basically that had R.L. Stein on it. I had it as a kid. I loved it. I still think it's a brilliant series. I really, truly do. Of course, I look back on it. I'm like, how did it take me that long to read those books? But they're amazing books. I mean, they're short stories, but they're amazing. Um, R.L. Stein, I'll always believe, is one of the most brilliant horror, I guess you could say kids horror writers of all time, if not the best. So I'm super excited for this because I get to introduce this to my children. And that means the world to me. I couldn't wait to introduce them to Star Wars. And now I get to introduce them to Goosebumps. And that is always a parent's dream come true, to pass on something that you love down to your children, and something that you can have in common with them. So thank you, Disney Plus, for this. It says, it goes on to say, a new live action Goosebumps series is coming to Disney Plus. The show will be based on the beloved children's horror novels from R.L. Stein that ran for initial 62 book run from 92 to 97. The original series proved so popular with young readers that Stein has since expanded the Goosebumps universe with several spin-offs in related series. All told, there are more than 200 books under the Goosebumps umbrella, with more than 400 million copies in print. This is just the most recent instance of Stein's books being adapted for live action. Jack Black played the author in 2015's Goosebumps, which I thought was a really good movie. I did not enjoy the second one. I did not enjoy the second one, but I loved the first one. Jack Black did a great job as R.L. Stein. And reprised the role again in 2018 with Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween. I felt like Jack Black wasn't in it enough. I feel like that's the biggest problem with it. Though it's unknown at this point if there will be a third installment on the Goosebumps film franchise. I hope there is, actually. There have been rumors of a new Goosebumps TV show circulating since as far back as 2020. Last year, Stein himself tweeted that Goosebumps had found a director, teasing more news to follow. Nothing much official has been heard about the project since, but now the show seems to have found its home. According to Variety, Goosebumps has been ordered for a 10-episode first season to air on Disney Plus. The show will follow 5 high schoolers who must fight the supernatural forces besieging their town that they've unintentionally unleashed. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like the idea of, having, these individual stories. I thought that's what made Goosebumps so great, because they would go like 20 books and then maybe they would revisit, a book, that was popular. And I like that. I really did. I don't know if I like, just having it where it's just 5 high schoolers that are doing it. Like, I almost kind of feel like high schoolers are maybe even too young even for this. Maybe, I don't know, have like middle schoolers or something doing it. But I mean, I can live with that. I can live with it. I just don't. I just, if I was recreating it, probably wouldn't have been the way I would have done it. I like the individual stories better. I feel like it's always like, well, if you don't enjoy this episode, you'll enjoy the next episode. But if you watch, that it's going to be continuous with these same characters. And if you're not into them, into these characters, or into the story, or into any of it, you're probably not going to stick around. I just think that that's probably not the way I would go, at least. In doing so, they'll have to confront dark secrets from their family's past. Nick Stroller and Rob Letterman will write the series, and Neil H. Moritz will serve as one of its executive producers. Letterman and Moritz have previous Goosebumps experience, with Letterman having directed the first movie and Moritz having produced both, which is good. at least it's somebody that's familiar with the situation. It doesn't seem like the show will tie into the two recent movies, but details are scarce. I really hope they don't. I really hope they don't. While a fresh take on the classic series is something to look forward to, this new show won't be the first time Goosebumps has adapted for TV. And we are also basically know that from 1995, 98, it was on there. But look, I'll just say this. Um, I can't wait to see, what is his name? Slappy the mannequin. I thought he played great in the movies. I thought he was a great antagonist. Um, I wouldn't, if they're going to relate it back to the movies, maybe, have him as the main antagonist and, him unleashing this upon the world. That would be kind of interesting. That would be kind of interesting. Or find out maybe that the families or maybe the creator of him of some way. That would be a really cool thing. But, I just wonder how, I said I liked the idea of maybe lessening the age of the high schoolers, but it all kind of depends upon how much this is for kids, teenagers, or adults. I mean, what is the age group that they're going for on this? I kind of felt like the Goosebump movies were kind of going towards the teen to maybe young adult, and of course trying to get that nostalgia feeling for older fans like me. Um, but it just all depends, of course, the Goosebumps series that was on Fox back in the day, that's clearly for kids. So what direction are they planning on going with? That's yet to be seen. That would have been some details that I would love to have heard from this. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think. Are y'all excited to see Goosebumps back on the at least on your television screens? I think this is a great move by Disney Plus. I really do. This is one of the reasons why I said, hey, if you're not big into HBO Max, I feel like Disney Plus is the next biggest streaming service that you get into, next best streaming service, because it has a lot for your kids. It has a lot for, adults. I've personally enjoyed it. I'm watching the Book of Boba Fett. I enjoy The Mandalorian. I enjoy a lot of different series on there, mostly Star Wars related, but I do enjoy those shows on there, and I enjoy some old movies, and I even enjoy some of the old cartoons on there. So I mean, it's not like when I pay for it, I feel like okay, it's just for my kids, because my wife and I, we do get enjoyment out of it as well, on certain series and movies that are on it. Um, so I mean, I feel like it's the next best streaming service, especially if you have kids. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think down below. Are y'all excited? Let me know. As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content here on Rants or Us, please like, subscribe, and leave that comment down below. Take care, guys.